Is it time to renew Mike McCarthy's contract with the Dallas Cowboys? Every offseason, teams dismiss and hire coaches like a Saturday afternoon yard sale. Thankfully for the Dallas Cowboys, it is not an issue this year and should not be for the foreseeable future. Since 2000, the Cowboys have only sacked and hired 5 head coaches, with Jason Garrett the most recent to be fired. Nonetheless, the Cowboys front office was so fond of old Coach Clapper that they made it a point to stress that Garrett's contract was not renewed. Howdy Cowboys! Don't miss any Dallas Cowboys latest news. Subscribe to our channel now. My name is Mark Oviedo, and this is Dallas Cowboys Today's News.
Play smarter on stake.
The NFL is renowned for sacking coaches in the middle of the season, towards the end of their first or second season. I know that other professional leagues do the same thing, but the NFL is as merciless as the mobsters in the Godfather trilogy. If you don't generate victories or Super Bowls, you are whacked right away. The Dallas Cowboys would be prudent to extend head coach Mike McCarthy's contract since he is capable of delivering another Lombardi trophy. Finding a franchise quarterback is the top objective for all 32 NFL clubs, and finding a great coach to train that franchise quarterback is as important. Both rely on each other for success on the field and are as inseparable as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. One cannot exist without the other. Fortunately for the Dallas Cowboys, they have both in Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy, a Super Bowl-winning coach who has coached 2 of the NFL's top quarterbacks, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers the Grinch from Green Bay. Whether you like him or not, Coach Big Mac has done nothing except win 25 games in 2 seasons, won an NFC championship, 6-0 in division in 2021, make 2 postseason appearances, win this franchise's first road playoff game in 30 years, and go 5-1 with a backup quarterback, Cooper Rush. True, McCarthy's first season with the Dallas Cowboys was a losing one due to Dak's season-ending injury, but he has demonstrated that he can win with a good squad and should remain Dallas' long-term head coach. McCarthy, now in his 4th season, has finally molded this squad into his image and style through player upheaval and changing up his coaching staff. McCarthy, like every other head coach in the NFL, has shortcomings, but outside of Bill Belichick, Andy Reid, and Mike Tomlin, he is equally as excellent. Well, the head coaches of his divisional opponents, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders, are among them. Coaches Nick Sirianni and Ron Rivera both lost Super Bowls and have losing records against Coach Big Mac. Belichick, Reid, and Tomlin are not just Super Bowl champions, but they all have one trait: they are long-tenured coaches with organizations that have been patient with them and have worked together to develop a winning formula. There is no need to panic if the club misses the playoffs and has not won the Super Bowl since 2008, Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers, or if the team misses the playoffs 2 of the past 3 seasons, Belichick of the New England Patriots. Reid recently won his 2nd Super Bowl with the Chiefs in 4 seasons and made another appearance as their coach. Jerry Jones would be wise to follow in the footsteps of Jason Garrett and invest in McCarthy. Jerry stayed with Garrett for 9 full seasons with little success, so if he can put up with that mediocrity, he can certainly put up with McCarthy, a real enhancement in every facet of coaching. McCarthy has already set out his blueprint for how to run his club with his sort of players, so why not stick with him for the long haul and construct a competitive, perennial championship-caliber squad? Unlike other NFL coaches who must accept full credit for his team's success, McCarthy is content to remain behind the scenes as Jerry parades about the cameras like a Glamour magazine supermodel. McCarthy recognizes Jerry as the old uncle who enjoys telling war stories at the family's yearly picnic. McCarthy has a 125-77-2 record and 8.618 winning percentage while coaching in Green Bay, ranking him 4th in team history behind Vince Lombardi, .754, Mike Holmgren, .670, and Curly Lambeau, .623. McCarthy has a regular season record of 155-97-2, a playoff record of 11-10, .524, and a career record of 166-107-2 in 16 seasons as a head coach. Big Mac is one of 5 head coaches, Belichick, Reid, Chuck Noll, and Tom Landry, who have led a club to 8 consecutive playoff appearances. Dallas fans are split on McCarthy as head coach, with many pointing out that his time management is a problem and that a coach like Sean Payton would never do anything like that. Maybe not, but unlike Payton, McCarthy never had 3 straight losing seasons with a 7-9 record while quarterbacking a potential Hall of Famer. To conclude, when Coach Big Mac begins his 4th season as head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, the fan base should consider all of his strengths as reasons why the front office should commit to him long term. He's proven he can win more than a few games with a backup quarterback, committed to his players playing tougher this season, reduced costly penalties later in the season, shaken up his coaching staff, will take over play calling duties, and, most importantly, stuck by his quarterback during his most difficult season as a pro. And he led his club to its first road playoff victory since 1992 while defeating Tom Brady and putting him into retirement. As a head coach, Coach Big Mac has weaknesses, but being a loser is not one of them. That's all that matters. What's your opinion? Put it in the comments. It is very important to the Dallas Cowboys nation. Stay tuned.